Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Ball Not Court Podcast host Cortez Paul.
Along with my co-host Paul Mack.
I want to thank you folks for tuning in today and listening to the show. Basically, we cover basketball, football, NCAA, or anything that's related to current events with a humorous twist to it, at least. You can follow the podcast at BIOC Podcast at X or Twitter. We're also on Instagram at the same name, BIOC Podcast. You go to our YouTube channel, that's also BIOC Podcast. Our Facebook page is Balls Not Court Podcast. So if you could please just give us a like, shout, comment on any of those, and definitely subscribe to our YouTube channel. And we thank you for listening and enjoy the show. Balls Not Court Podcast. Thank you very much.
Welcome to the Ball Not Court Podcast. It's Cortez Paul speaking. Paul Mack, the WWE champion to my right. How did it feel to defend your title last night, sir?
What's up, buddy? We're here, fresh off my first Monday Night Raw since I was probably a teenager. It's good. It's good times, man. Good times out here. Feeling good. Santa was good. Was Santa Claus good to you, my friend?
Yeah, man. Great, man. I had, my brother and my nephew was down from Detroit, and my cousin, his wife, was down from Seattle. My dad just was cooking at the house, and then my brother turned 30, my youngest one. So he's a Christmas baby. And as the Christmas baby is cool, man, because it's like I don't expect too much from him, but he got me the dopest gift, man. He got me a starter Broncos throwback jacket, dude.
Oh, one of those fancy starter jackets? Let's go.
Let me go get it. This sucker is clean, man. So he outdid himself. So
snap.
Yeah.
Damn.
And then on the back right here. Oh yeah.
Oh man. My man's ready for the playoffs.
Little bro showed out. And then, a couple of gifts got from my other family, but that was cool. But that was probably my favorite gift right there.
Oh yeah, you'll get, and it's the perfect weather for it too.
Oh, absolutely, man. So, but nah, man, Santa was good. I'm glad Santa was good for you. I know you say you got the tickets, and the missus took you there, so I'm pretty sure y'all had a blast, man.
Yeah, bro, it was her first time, so she's got the itch now, so it's cool, man. Wrestling's kind of always been a thing for me that I always go back to it, so it's cool that it's something you can kind of share with some other people that are close to you. So it's a good time, man. But here we are, bro. Last show of 2025, bro. What a year it's been. I was talking to people today, man. This year flew by.
It's funny because it's funny that we say that, right? But at the beginning of the year, we felt like it was dragging on, right? I remember there was a lot of discussion like that. Everybody thought it was the longest January ever.
Oh, January was terrible. Yeah.
January, it felt like almost a month and a half. It was a long month in January, but then as the year progressed, it did sped up a little bit. And surreal, man. We're a few days away from 2026. So a lot has changed, a lot is going well, a lot of stuff that we're just trying to figure out what's going to be the next step. But we're in interesting times here, man. But I'm glad that we can dissect sports and use this as an outlet. And
I'm glad sports is still here.
Exactly, man. So it's been here in football, as we've been saying all year, NFL particularly. It's just been chaos, and we have been said, and I know you said this a few times, Paul, is that you waiting for it, the murk to clear up and figure out who is going to separate themselves this week didn't help either.
There's some fraudulent behavior in the NFL, my friend.
So yeah, this week didn't help as well. So let's cover the first game. We'll talk about the first Crimson game. The Crimson game that meant something. Just kind of watching the Broncos and the Chiefs. We knew the Chiefs was down Pat Mahomes, Gardner Minshew. They both had ACL injuries, so they were down to the third string quarterback. And Duncan, that's like Chris Duncan, that's his name.
Oladukin.
Oladukin, yeah, close enough. His first NFL start, the game was close. It was 2013. What's your overall thoughts for? I'll break this down, Paul.
Well, I mean, first career start, but you're not going to win many games throwing for 66 yards. He did have a touchdown pass, but and I was texting you kind of throughout the game, and we were talking about it, how this is the game, all that Broncos fraudulent talk that everybody's been doing all season long, that y'all needed to win this one, and it was real close for a real long time. And luckily y'all clenched up and pulled it off, but it got scary for a little bit there. But like most of the season, Bo Nix kind of makes the plays when he has to make the plays. The defense is still a top tier defense, and obviously with a QB getting his first career start, you like those odds for you. Low scoring game. I mean, obviously that's kind of Denver's wheelhouse. I feel like they want to kind of keep it kind of low scoring, but I thought for sure y'all would have got more than 20 points on Kansas City. But hey, AFC West Division champs, man, you did it.
It's been a long 10 years, man. I mean, just watching Kansas City, just dominance of that division, and it's the first step of many steps that what Sean Payton has been preaching at the beginning of the season, that, yeah, this is a great step, but apparently they didn't wear the gear. Apparently Fanatics have made some horrible gear, so they didn't want to wear it. But to the game, man, itself, it's one of those things that, yeah, it's a lot of talk that, okay, yeah, Denver's fraudulent, here's that, there, but as we have said countless numerous times, this is a team that play you twice a year. They know you. You got Andy Reid, who's still a mastermind. That defense still is intact. And they wouldn't give us anything deep. So if you look at the stats of that game, time possession was 39 minutes for Denver versus Kansas City, 20 minutes. Denver still had 303 yards compared to their 139. So yeah, the score gives you like a deception of the game.
Yeah.
And really it's just the one turnover that Bo Nix had, the interception, put him in prime field position. And they was able to take advantage of that. So if it wasn't for that, then yeah, they probably would just have like 7 points. Nonetheless, though, listen, to be the champ, you got to beat the champs, and we went through them. Amidst that in Arrowhead, it's a hard place to win. So, and it's it's one of those that just, it's funny, man, because like at this point, I know Paul texted me, y'all better get this game. I'm like, yeah, that's why I text you back. I'm a little stressed right now.
You wanted no part of the internet if y'all didn't pull that off.
No, man, but it's one of those that I'm glad they did what they did. Now we come to a interesting week. We'll talk more about the Chargers and Broncos game in the future, but it has been announced that a certain player is sitting down. So how do you approach that game? Because we see how we just did this game right here. And the score versus the stats tell two different stories. What people going to look at first is that score and be like, oh, there goes Denver being fraudulent again.
Mm-hmm.
But if you actually take some time and dive deeper into it and look at it, like Denver actually really did do a pretty good job. Bo Nix was the one that really did a really good job and just kind of make sure, well, you're not giving a deep ball. Are we just going to, take what you give us? And they ran the ball pretty well, too. They had 128 yards rush on the ground. So you do that, eat up clock, and Denver put themselves in a position to clinch the number 1 seed this weekend, and we'll see how that goes, Paul. So the Rams and the Falcons game last night. That game was 24-27 to the Falcons. Paul, we at some point in this podcast a few weeks ago kind of deemed the Rams as, and it changes every week. The Rams was going to be the favorite coming out of the NFC. It's funny how things change that quickly, huh?
I mean, it wasn't a Matt Stafford, game. I mean, he had three interceptions. I mean, that's tough. I mean, the Falcons' defense, regardless of their record, I think their defense has kind of been the thing that's been the most consistent. And then obviously, you give up a 90-something yard run to Bijan Robinson. Like there's a lot of stuff that happened. The Rams haven't been turning the ball over. Puka Nacua almost made a wild catch on the sidelines there that would have really kind of turned the game. It's a game of inches, game of plays, who makes the most plays. And honestly, I think the Rams, like most of these teams, you kind of look ahead. I think you're not looking at who's in front of you, and the Falcons kind of caught them with their pants down. This is one of the better games that Bijan's had all season. He's been kind of quiet. I mean, if you're a fantasy football person and you drafted Bijan pretty high, I mean, he hasn't done a lot this year, and he finally shows out. The second to last game of the season for you. So if you were in the fantasy football championships, that was huge for you if you stuck with Bijan. But like I'm not worried about the Rams. Honestly, I think they're still a really good team and really well coached. They have a Super Bowl winning quarterback. We'll see, because again, similar to how your division was a little bit with the Chargers and some of these other teams that also lost this week. Like the NFC West is rough, man. That's a tough road. I mean, you're gonna have probably three playoff teams come out of the NFC West. So
it's gonna be
the 49ers, the Seattle Seahawks. So it's gonna boil down to who can win that division, and I don't know if Seattle clinched it now that the Rams lost. They might have, but it's going to be interesting for sure, because obviously, like, you want the home field, and losing that home field advantage is going to be tough, especially in the NFC, where it seems like the wild card teams in the NFC are going to be some good ones, and you want to have the home field advantage, I feel like. But
so
again, I'm not worried.
It's really simple between San Francisco and Seattle, and that's the primetime game that's going to be on Saturday night. It's for the division. So whichever one wins is, and we'll do our picks here later on, but win and you get a division. This is between San Fran and Seattle. So nuts that we're here between these two teams here, and the Rams fall down. But shout out to Bijan Robinson. It seems that I saw a stat here, just reading over some notes, is that he's averaging 175 yards and in prime time. So, and that's over scrimmage yards. So it seems that if you're a gambling man and if the game is on national TV, you probably should pick the over on Bijan Robinson. He's
big time. He's big time when he's on TV.
100%, man. So 195 rushing yards, touchdown on 22 carries. Clue at 9-3-1, just take it to the house. They literally went up 21-0 to half, and I thought they was going to do the whole thing with against New England in the Super Bowl. I was like, oh boy, deja vu for Atlanta Falcon fans. This is going to be terrible. But also shout out to Xavier Watts. He intercepted Matt Stafford twice. It's their rookie that got drafted from Notre Dame. So yeah, he was in the third round. A lot of people was questioning that pick, but he stepped up big and had some really big interceptions against Matt Stafford, man. That's a ball shark. So that was very impressive from that stance. But like you said, still, this is a team that's going to be a dangerous wild card in the Los Angeles Rams. And so whoever went out of Carolina or Tampa Bay for the division. Matter of fact, I think something happened that because Atlanta won, actually. Yeah, this is a big deal. And I need to confirm this, but I think because Atlanta won, that game does not matter, that Carolina is the NFC South champions. Somewhere I read that. Somewhere I saw that. Let me look at the scenarios and make sure that is confirmed.
No, it says Tampa's still on the bubble. So
it's on the bubble.
Yeah. So it's Carolina got a 70% chance.
So here's the thing. Okay, so Carolina clinches NFC division title with Carolina win or tie or Atlanta win. So I'm trying to figure out, and then we look at the Bucks. So Tampa Bay win and Atlanta loss or tie. So I gotta get more in because that's what I'm seeing on the NFL.com playoff clinching scenarios. And Atlanta won. So I saw some. I guess I haven't seen from their main Twitter account Carolina they clinch. So I gotta look that up and see if they actually clinch because that scenario did happen. But do Carolina need to win again because now Atlanta won? So this was so fun about diving in scenarios, man.
It's going to be an interesting Week 18. A lot of games have meaning. You know what I mean? There's still a lot to be sorted out.
Oh, man. Absolutely. We pulled my other games here that we can talk about. This was on...
we can go ahead and talk about it right now, but what was that Niners-Bears game potentially game of the year?
How crazy is that, man? We always have a different game of the year, right?
What a game, bro. What a game. Holy shit. Man.
It was just so high scoring. It was insane. And listen, man, we already know how legit the 49ers is, but the Bears we shouldn't question the Bears now.
No.
To be on the road and go in that environment and have a shootout, and it's actually a good game, like. But Brock Purdy, dude, could not miss, huh? 303 yards, 3 touchdowns, 2 rushing TDs. Brock Purdy was eating, man.
I used to give Brock Purdy some flack. Not really flack. I used to compare him to Trevor Lawrence a lot, where like if you looked at their stats, like you would think that Brock Purdy was Trevor Lawrence and Trevor Lawrence was Brock Purdy, being that Brock Purdy was like the last pick of the draft, Mr. Irrelevant, all that stuff. But Brock Purdy might end up being the greatest final pick of the draft ever. Like what a football player, what a sneaky athletic quarterback he is. And like, you know, Chris Collinsworth even found a way to compare him to Patrick Mahomes the other day. He just found a way to sneak Mahomes in there.
And they made the joke, yes.
But just to go through what the Niners have gone through, where, you know, McCaffrey's been banged up the last few seasons. He's kind of your healthiest guy. No George Kittle, no Brandon Ayuk. You know, Purdy missed a lot of time. Mac Jones held it down till Purdy got back. But, you know, Brock Purdy's really good. And I don't know if that's just a Kyle Shanahan scheme. I don't know what it is, but like it just adds to the, you know, the coach of the year conversation. Like what San Francisco's done this year, I don't think anybody would have guessed. Losing Fred Warner, losing Trent Williams, losing Brandon Ayuk. George Kittle's missed like 6 games this year. Brock Purdy missed, you know, a big chunk of time. Like with all the injuries that they've had, to be in a position to where they could win the division next week if they beat Seattle,
which is crazy.
It's crazy, man. Like it's really, really crazy. And, you know, their leading receivers, Ricky Pearsall and Tonjes, the backup tight end, like just a next man up mentality. Like it's really crazy to see that they're just not skipping a beat. And you know, I think the NFL the 49ers are one of those teams where the NFL feels different when like the Patriots are going to be in the postseason, the Niners are going to be in the postseason, you know, the Eagles are going to be in the postseason. There's going to be the Chicago Bears are going to be there's going to be a lot of shit talk in the playoffs, man. There's a lot of big mouth cities and a lot of big mouth teams in the postseason. and
boy.
it's gonna be a good time. Like, I'm excited for the playoffs because honestly, like anyone I think could beat anyone with how these seedings are kind of playing out for the most part.
Oh yeah, got you. Let's talk about 3 more games and then we'll move into the picks. And the one I want to talk about here, the Pittsburgh Steelers and Cleveland Browns. The Cleveland Browns at 4-12. Beat.
You check on Brad. Is Brad okay?
I see him tonight, and I'm pretty sure he'll probably start cursing them out.
Give him a hug. Give him a hug because they're in trouble.
So DK Metcalf suspension, pretty much indication this, you think? Or
yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, he threw a punch. He threw a punch at a guy. Like I know how the NFL handles that stuff, and regardless of what happened or what was done, like he could appeal all he wants, but at what cost? Because I mean, even if he appeals, like the last game of the season for them potentially is next week. So
yeah, you can tell he missed DK Metcalf. Just looking at some of his stats, he was the third down conversion was 3 for 15. He had completed 8 of his 21 passes with a 38.1 completion percentage, 60 yards, and posted a pass rating 46.3. The second lowest mark for him in 2025. So plenty of tight ends, but to the receivers, yeah, you can just tell, and this is what Aaron Rodgers, when we look at, like, control your head. Mike Tomlin, DK, control your head. You get paid millions of dollars, man. Like, just because I want to call you by your first name, man, like, just move on. Because now
it's a tough spot when the game's on the line and you're throwing fades to Valdez Scantling on like 3 straight possessions. Like you're just trying to get the ball to anyone, and it's like, man, they really need a DK Metcalf in that situation.
So another interesting storyline here to follow next week. Here, does Myles Garrett break the season sack record? It's at
how many does he need?
He needs 1 more sack.
Mm.
They say Garrett failed to get a sack, and he sits 1 sack away from an NFL record with 1 game to play, and they're playing the Cincinnati Bengals.
I think he can get it, but also is this one of those asterisk things where it's like they have an extra game or whatever, so they're gonna?
You know what? That's fair. I wonder if that's the case, but
they love doing that. They love doing that shit.
Yeah. So, but impressive feat. I know they don't have much to root for in Cleveland right now regarding the team, but just want to throw that little nugget there that there's something that they're rooting for Myles Garrett. I gets money. I got bucks. He gets sacks too. So
yeah. My man took the money, stayed in Cleveland, and look at him. Now, I guess the question for Cleveland, I mean, obviously it doesn't jump off the page. It wasn't a huge game, but do you think Shedeur is their starter going into next year? Do you think they've invested enough in Shedeur Sanders?
Depends if the coach stays or goes.
Sure.
He should give him another year and see what happens. But if the coach,
I mean, we know it's not Dylan Gabriel. That's for sure.
No, so but it's on the coach too to make that decision. So, but depending where their position at here and what quarterback may be available, I mean, I don't blame them if they was to get another quarterback. But there's some decent quarterbacks coming out here. But I would just to see what you have. You already done drafted a quarterback, so you invested in 2. So I mean, I don't know the Browns' strategy here, but they need more help in other areas than including quarterback. But just to see where they go with it next year. So 2 more games. Let's talk about the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Indianapolis Colts. This game was pretty close here. Jacksonville playing with their food, huh?
Man, the Indianapolis Colts, boy, what a season for the Colts.
Roller coaster season, man.
Boy,
their fans got to be going
injuries are a real bitch. I tell you what.
Yeah. Boy.
What were they? 7-1?
Yeah, it was 7-1.
Oof.
So Trevor Lawrence had his long pass day where he had interception, and then had a 4-1 attempt that made like the tie game in the short line of the game, giving Colts more chance to stay in the fight. But Jacksonville kind of sneaked out there with the win here, and but hey, you got to win these ones, and Jacksonville did that, and you know, and freaking the Parker Washington kid, the Penn State guys, dude, this dude had the week before he had 145 rushing yards against Denver. He had 115 yards against the Colts. I want to say he's probably the highest receiver out right now.
Mm-hmm. I mean, Trevor Lawrence probably the hottest quarterback.
No, for sure. Someone got to get you the ball.
Guys
he's making moves in open spaces, Paul.
Yeah, and he's using his legs too. Like Trevor Lawrence is making things happen, man. Like it's crazy what a fresh start can do. Like obviously, like we've been on this show, we've been very critical of Trevor Lawrence. You know, being the number one pick, being, you know, year 5, 6 now for him.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, not a lot to show for it. And obviously that first year probably doesn't count. The Urban Meyer year doesn't count. Yeah. But Liam Cohen, man, like he's unlocked something in Trevor Lawrence where, you know, you see why this guy was the number one pick. And, you know, he has the size, he has all the intangibles, and you know, you put some guys around him. I know they tried to do that a little bit last year, but you know, you added Jacoby Myers, and that's just kind of unlocked something in that offense, getting other guys, him being able to get other guys open, whether it be his route running or his possession receiving. But you know, Brenton Strange is really good. Like this team is clicking, and like another team too. Like they started the season off like leading the league in takeaways. Their defense is good. They do have a really good defense as well. Mm-hmm. So again, it's just if Trevor Lawrence ain't turning the ball over, and they're a well-oiled machine that they've been the last, you know, six weeks, like they're gonna be tough, man. They're gonna be a tough out, and I think people need to start recognizing that the Jaguars kind of have a squad.
No, they really do, and they're clicking at the right time. I got like a nice little nugget on Trevor Lawrence. So the Colts blitzed him 47.7 on his drop backs, and he completed 51% of their drop passes. So that was the second highest blitz rate that he dealt with this season. And he was very good against the blitz. He was 13 for 18 for 190 yards, about 10 yards per attempt. So even under pressure, Trevor Lawrence is using his feet. He's moving out in open spaces. He's finding receivers. His receivers that he do have, they catch the balls and get the yards at the catch. So they're really into high gear here. So this game right here, I want to talk about, Paul. This Buffalo Bills and this Philadelphia Eagles game, that was 13-12. And you know what, man? Let me hear your thoughts first, man. We got to talk about this game, yo.
I mean, for starters, it's the Eagles winning the kind of game the Eagles want to play. Just ugly game. I think, you know, there were some plays that Josh Allen normally makes he couldn't make towards the end, but you know the Bills had every opportunity, and this seems to be the thing about Buffalo. Like these big games, they need to win. They can't win the big one. Like super important game. I mean, obviously, you know, New England running away with the division, but you do want to kind of have some momentum going into the postseason. And, you know, Josh Allen, per usual, you know, MVP candidate. But no touchdowns passing. That's tough. But like it's just another one of those games, man. Like I look at the stats, and it's like Jalen Hurts threw for 110. You know, no turnovers, 1 touchdown. So that seems to be the thing. It's just like taking care of the ball, don't do too much, Saquon got it going a little bit. He ran for 68 yards, but they got the ball to AJ Brown, and it's just these are the games the Eagles want. They want these low-scoring games. So if you can't get out on them early, which I know Buffalo's a team that likes to jump out early, and if you can't jump out on them early, they're gonna dirty it up, and they're gonna make it tough for you. And I thought for sure Buffalo could have had this one, but sometimes you let it slip away, man. And Philly's kind of righted the ship a little bit, whether it be kind of the strength of schedule towards the end of the season, but they're kind of rolling a little bit. They got a little rocky there for a minute, but I still don't think they're as good as they were last year. Their offensive line's still not nearly as good. They can't run the ball nearly as good. So those are going to be two things that we can see, going into the playoffs, how that's going to, work in their favor or not. But I thought for sure when the game was close and it was a one possession game that Josh Allen could have made the plays to get them the win, and he did not. And Buffalo going Buffalo, bro.
Good breakdown, Paul, but I got two problems with this game here. First problem is everybody is calling out Josh Allen and he needs help and all this, and this is the whole thing we've been doing with Josh Allen. We keep babying him about, he needs this help. He needs to make sure we need to do this and all this element here. There's a lot of excuse for Josh Allen that a lot of quarterbacks don't get the same excuses. Now, here's the thing that I was kind of harping on about this, and this is more on the coach too. But Josh Allen, that pass was right there. He made the pass, game over, cool. Let's go to Jalen Hurts. 16 yards total in the second half on this offense. Jalen Hurts did not complete a pass. So why did Doug McDermott go for 2 and not put them and challenge them to go down there and then you go and win the game? So much I want to blame Josh Allen for this. And Jalen Hurts and this common theme, the Philadelphia Eagles cannot move the ball in the second half. And this is the proof in the pudding here. And so, okay, I'm going to give credit to, Philly's defense is really good. The Bills' defense is really good, okay? So let's just get that out of the way. But you had your opportunity to take advantage of this game. Doug McDermott, why are we going for 2 when you had an inept offense in the second half that had 16 yards? 16 yards. And you go for 2. Okay, yeah, I get it. You want to play on the field that much longer here. Make that offense beat you. Make the offense beat you. That's what I didn't understand. There was no need to go for 2. Go 10 more minutes and see if that offense can. And then, you know what? Tip your cap if Jalen Hurts can move the ball down the field. Because what I was seeing was the same thing over and over again. Overthrown passes, timid, just looking uncomfortable. But props to that Bills defense. But Josh Allen, too, should get criticized as well because he's missing passes as well. And I know he had a foot injury last week. But these are the games, and this is what people are saying, that it's the time for Josh Allen to win a Super Bowl. The time is now, because look at the path. You got New England. You got Denver. You have Jacksonville as the top 3 teams potentially in the AFC, so you can make a run now. Josh Allen is going to find a way to lose. As you said, Paul, this is the games that they need to win. They're going to find a way to lose. And that part of me, the coach, know that part bothers me. Does that not bother you, Paul? When you at least get the field goal and at least make Philly go drop down the field?
You know how I feel about Philly, and I'm letting Jalen Hurts try to beat me. You know what I mean? That's my game plan. Is I get a lead late, they can't really run the ball. They have to throw the ball, and I'm not losing. If I'm a head coach, I know it's easier said than done or whatever, but I'm not losing a game to a quarterback that threw for 110 yards. And it's one of those things where Saquon didn't even pop off. He only ran for 68 yards. I mean, they only had, barely 200 yards of total offense. Josh Allen threw for over 200 yards of offense, just couldn't find the end zone. And Josh Allen, it's interesting too, because it always seems like for whatever reason, it's always he doesn't have help. They don't have pieces around him. It's never like Josh Allen lost the game. It's Josh Allen didn't make the play. It's just, Josh Allen, the fact that Buffalo's this good, Josh Allen's so good because he has just a makeshift wide receiving core and he's making everybody around him better and all this. And it's just, no, like you got to go out and win the football game.
Paul, like, the narrative, the commentary that we're hearing right now, you would think that Jalen Hurts lost the game because we're hearing how, Josh Allen had no help. He knew this here. They're killing Jalen Hurts. They're killing him, and rightfully so. But what I'm saying is Josh Allen should be killed too. And Doug McDermott, I'm sorry, bro. No, man. Make Jalen Hurts beat you. Make it, like Paul just said, make him beat you. Kick the field goal, go in overtime, and see can they move the ball. You know you can move the ball. Josh Allen's been moving the ball a little bit, got you down into the end zone to get there. So why not go do it again and see if that offense on the other side can beat you? I mean, yeah. Buffalo, I know Josh Allen overthrew the pass, and me and Tom got into it. I wish he was on the podcast because I was like, yo, like, we got into a nice little argument a couple days ago. But I'm telling you, man, like, I am at Doug McDermott, man. Like, no, kick the field goal and go to overtime. That call bothered me. It bothered me, dude. I'm sorry. Yeah. What other games we want to talk? I think that's really it, man. I mean, that's kind of regards to playoffs, so we can go.
I have something I want to say.
Sure, go for it.
New York Giants. What are we doing?
Oh yeah.
What are we doing? What are we doing? We're in the toilet bowl with the Las Vegas Raiders. We're in prime position for the number 1 pick. This game means absolutely nothing. And we go out and we win 34-10, start a couple fights. Like, where was this fire all year? Like, why are we getting feisty? The second to last game of the season, we are playing for jack shit. And like whether we want the first pick or not, like that we could trade down, we could do a lot with it. We can get a first round pick later on. Like, that is a valuable commodity for us. Obviously, Jackson Dart is clearly our QB of the future. So like we don't need to draft a quarterback, but like you're in prime. Like the NFL is not like the NBA. Like, there's no lottery. Like if you're the worst team, you get the number 1 pick in the draft.
Right, 100%.
So it's like at this point, you're this far along. What are we doing?
I felt so bad for you, Paul. I was like, what? Why? You get in the fight and then you win. You blow them out in fashion. Like, it was like, what are you trying to send? The statement here, man. Like, oh man, y'all got more talent than the Raiders. So that's why I'm like, no, add to that crop of talent. Even though the 2 is still not a bad pick, but number 1, you can do a lot with number 1. You can trade it and get some value in there. Move up.
That's what I'm saying.
Pieces, something. It's number 1 pick.
You can trade it for multiple picks crazy later on, for future picks, for whatever. Like, man, like I've never like felt like such a loser after a win in my entire life. Like, fuck, man. Like worst win of all time. And now we're going into week 18, and obviously there's still a chance, you know, depending on some scenarios, but like we were primed to get the number 1 pick, and we just were like, you know, we're gonna play as hard as we've played all season. Like, fuck you, man. Like, fuck off. You know what I mean? Like, go fuck yourself.
Is that your This Guy Stinks segment?
Oh, that shit. Yeah, that shit pisses me off. And we haven't done it in a while. So I'm going to transition to try to be more positive. It's you know, we're rounding up 2025, so I am going to be a little more positive. And we haven't kind of done a who's invited to the cookout segment in a while.
Yeah.
But Drake May. Boy, what a game of football against the New York Jets, huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
Jets fucking stink. Their head coach is a former cornerback. Team has no interceptions all year. Drake May threw 5 touchdowns, 256, 19 of 21. Took him out like in the third quarter.
Barbecue chicken, bro.
Brother.
Barbecue chicken. Man,
Drake May. My God.
Barbecue chicken. All right. Let's make our picks here for the final week of the regular season of football. We are here. This is crazy, yo. We are at week 18.
Mama, we made it.
All right. So the first game, this is for the NFC South Division. I believe so. We got to read more up on that. From what I heard, they already clinched it. But no, I guess there's more details to it. But the Panthers and the Buccaneers is Saturday, 4:30 game. So, yeah, this will be a really big game. What we thinking here, man?
Even if it was for the division, Tampa don't deserve it.
They really don't.
They don't. They've had every opportunity. And I know they dealt with a lot of injuries and all that stuff, but Carolina Panthers, man. I'm gonna take Carolina.
Yep. Carolina deserves this. I hope by some chance they go ahead and actually handle business. Bucks need to retool. They still got a really good dynamic wide receiver core, great running game. Baker Mayfield is going to return to form. They got some decisions to make though. So, but we'll see what happens with that. But I'm leaning towards the Panthers to get the win too. All right. And then our Saturday game, this one is also for number 1 seed overall in the NFC. This is the Seahawks and the 49ers. So, what are we thinking there?
As good as Seattle has been and as good as Seattle is, I do not trust Sam Darnold. Leads the league in turnovers. It's gonna really come down to the quarterbacks. Obviously, Brock Purdy is better than Sam Darnold. Christian McCaffrey, if he's operating on all cylinders, is better than the backfield of Seattle. Obviously, Seattle has a really, really good defense. I just think the Niners are really good and they're rolling right now, and they're at home. If this was in Seattle, it'd be a little different for me, but I could just see a situation where Sam Darnold has a couple turnovers, and I think that could kind of cost him in the end. So I'm gonna roll with the Niners.
Saw a stat, Sam Darnold with like 13 wins. He's one of, I think, 3 or 4 quarterbacks to have that much of a win season back to back like that. Very impressive, I must say. But I do wonder, are we going to be looking at the history books and see if he's going to be the first quarterback to have 13 some wins, 13 plus, and be booed out the first round? I just wonder if that's going to be a thing. We got to look that up. But I'm with you, man. 49ers are really rolling. They got this at home. They were just in the shootout, the Bears. Brock Purdy is looking as comfortable as he's ever been. A little bit of adjustment period with all the weapons he done lost and stuff like that due to injury, free agency, all that stuff, movement. So, yeah, just an adjustment period for him. But he get this one right here, man. That's a big get. So just crazy that division just kept flip-flopping the whole year, and it comes down to this. And then the ones get the number 1 seed, and then the other two is going to bounce down the wild card. So, and yeah, man. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens here. But yeah, I'm going to go with the 49ers. All right, our Sunday games. The Saints at the Falcons. Maybe this is what they was talking about. If the Saints, if the Falcons win here, maybe that's what this is here. They win this week, but I gotta look that up. But I think if the Falcons win this week, that
Tampa's done.
Yeah, Tampa's done because it's 8-9 that tiebreaker. Because the Falcons, I believe, beat the Bucks too, and it's something like that. I know they beat one another, but there's another parameter in here.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. So if the Falcons win, I think that's what I think. I think the Falcons just win regardless. If it's a 3-way tie, Carolina gets in. So, which would be cool if that's the case if they end up losing against the Bucks. But I'm going to Falcons. Let's make chaos. Falcons win.
The someone's got to have it division strikes again.
And the Saints have been rolling, dude.
Hey, I'm on the Tyler Shuck bandwagon, bro.
Dude is probably gonna be offensive rookie of the year.
Dude's hooping. I'm gonna go New Orleans. Because just like my Giants, teams that are playing for absolutely nothing seem to win late in the season. So fuck it. Let's let it ride.
Oh man, playing for pride, or there was something I say. There was like some guaranteed money being here too. So you gonna be betting a lot of overs here. Browns and Bengals. 1:00 Sunday game.
I'll take the Bengals, and I'll take Myles Garrett to get a sack for the sack record.
All right. Yep, I got the Browns win night, and I got Myles Garrett getting the sack record. Yeah. The Colts at the Texans. Depending on what happened here, if the Texans win, the Jaguars lose, which I don't see that. Let's just wait till we pick the games. Colts and Texans. Who we got here?
Texans statistically might have one of the best defenses of recent memory. Like their defense is really good. Going up against Old Man Rivers, literally. Yeah, man. Houston's just hot. And the Colts are just bad. I'm gonna go Houston. I want to see it get interesting between them and Jacksonville. I'm here for it.
Yeah, that'd be fun. I'm going Texans as well too. Titans and the Jaguars. I don't see the Jaguars losing. Sorry.
No, ain't no way. Ain't no way. Like I would hate for after all the praise that we just gave Jacksonville in this episode if they go and lose at home to Tennessee.
It would be like a Jacksonville thing if they do that though.
It would, but I don't see that happening.
I don't see it either. They're a really good ball club this year. There's no way. Packers and the Vikings. Does the Packers have a chance? Let me look at something for the Packers.
Yeah, they're the 7. They're the 7 seed.
They're
they're already in. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, they're already in. They're good. They're the 7.
Okay.
Because Detroit lost.
That's right. So
how about that? How about the Detroit Lions, boy? Oof.
Fall from grace. And
what a fall.
Yeah, that's rough, dude. Football is weird like that. And as much as they got, let's see what happens with next year and what they're gonna do with moves. But football.
This game could have had really big playoff implications.
Like Detroit,
the Lions lost.
Mm-hmm.
Green Bay's in. Malik Willis probably getting the start. Malik Willis versus Brosmer.
Is that what it is, Brosmer? Yeah.
What a game! I mean, I don't see why you would throw McCarthy in there with a hand injury on the last game. Protect your assets. Let Brosmer start. Fuck it. But
Vikings win the pride.
Yeah, I mean, 8-8. That's they fought to get to 8-8.
Yeah, their division is really tough too. So I mean,
yeah.
I mean,
I'll take Green Bay.
If we're not talking about the NFC West division, this division is just as tough. And the Bears is really just ascended. So like, I mean, yeah, it's a really good division that they're in. So both teams in. Cowboys, Giants. I'm pretty sure you want to beat the Cowboys, but part of you just
just pack it in, bro. Just lose. Pack it in.
Yeah. Jerry Jones bragging about, we went 500. Cowboys win. Go to our 425 games. Got the Jets and the Bills. Good Lord.
It's a get back. It's a get back for Josh Allen. This is a get back game.
Yeah.
If there was ever a get back game, a pad your stats game, this is the one.
It's the one, and probably rest up until the fourth quarter. So, yep. they'll win this easily. The Lions and the Bears.
It's tough because, like, I don't know. Are the Bears going to rest people? They have no reason to really play anybody. I know they're already dealing with a decent amount of injuries on offense. I don't.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, these are the games that are tough because, the Bears aren't playing for anything.
No.
I mean, I guess. Yeah, they can't catch Seattle for the 1 seed, so they're the 2.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I would honestly just rest people. I wouldn't even worry about it. But I think Detroit wins a meaningless game.
Yep, they win. I'm with you too. Chargers Broncos. I didn't even talk about the Chargers game, but Chargers going to charge, and they decided to sit Phillip Rivers.
Justin Herbert, you mean?
Yes, sorry. God dang, I went old, man. Phillip Rivers in my head. Yeah, Justin Herbert. Justin Herbert is gonna sit here, and I have heard the memes. Twitter's been funny with Justin Herbert because it's the same thing with Josh Allen. A lot of excuses for Josh Herbert too. I heard they call him Ifberg.
Oh.
I said y'all are ruthless, man. But a lot of people thought about, should they play, because I know a lot of other fans that were trying to get number 1 seed was worried about, they're not going to play Herbert. So, but as you saw last week, Denver was in a tooth and nail fight based on the score with the Chiefs. So, respect your opponent, respect the game, Denver handle business, and get off the field by the third quarter. Keenan Allen's one of the best receivers on third down, though. So, but yeah, I'm going with Denver.
Another one though, like, you're not really. I mean, what do we got?
Denver's got to play. Denver's got to play because they got to get number 1 seed. So they
yeah, lock up the number 1.
New England's on there, yeah.
So because New England has Miami. Yeah, you got to win this. I'll take Denver.
Mm-hmm. That's 4:25 game. The Cardinals at the Rams. At this point, Rams is what? I mean, it really depends what happened with the other game, what they're going to be at with tiebreakers between it's going to figure out who's going to play the NFC South. So they got to handle business and win anyways. So they'll win probably the rest of their starters when they get to a certain point that they feel like it's feasible to rest their starters.
Yeah, Cardinals are pretty bad. Yeah, I'm a roll Rams.
Gotcha. Chiefs and the Raiders.
Come on, Kansas City.
Chiefs to win.
Give me some hope. Give me some hope.
Dolphins at the Pats. Dolphins always kind of low-key play, kind of like, they kind of play spoiler, but I don't see it this year. I don't see it this year. I think the Pats get them.
Pats. This is a different Patriots team, bro. This Patriots team is just different. Drake May, whole other level. Quinn Ewers obviously going to get the start from Miami.
Mm-hmm.
Good luck going into New England.
Yeah, when they know they're trying to play for no one to see, their mentality is going to be try to get this win possible and hope Denver somehow slips out and make a mistake. So they're not letting this one slip. Patriots going to win. Commanders and Eagles.
I mean, I want to say Philly.
What's holding you back?
Jalen Hurts. But I'll take Philly.
Yeah, I got Philly too. And then this one's for the division. Winner takes all. AFC North.
Ravens did it, huh?
Ravens and the Steelers, and I still haven't heard anything about Lamar Jackson's status. You imagine he'll probably try to play.
I mean, if you got Derrick Henry running for 200 yards and 4 touchdowns, you don't need Lamar Jackson.
True. Use him as the decoy. Still bring Snoop Huntley in there and use him from time to time if something does happen. But as for a division here, I like to see Lamar play.
Yeah, but if he's not 100%, man, you gotta try to save him. You gotta try to see how it goes because you're gonna want him. You're gonna want.
Would you have him on the bench though, at least for like as a contingency plan? Would he be on the bench?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what
I think you. I don't think you rule him out. I think you let him warm up. You know, you put him out there pregame, see how he's feeling.
Yeah,
but
I still stood him up this way in case something.
Yeah,
happens. This is your 100%. Football season, yo. Like you need to at least be in pads, be active.
But how's this for the final primetime game of the regular season? Ooh. Oh, man. Who would have thought? I would have never thought that Baltimore would have been in this position. Just shout out to Baltimore.
Yeah, I literally thought for sure they made a hell of a comeback. And me personally, I picked them to be one of the favorites coming out, or at least a Super Bowl pick. And the way football is going this year, man, who never knew? You never know, man. But this is a position to get themselves in, so it's going to be see what happens here. So, let's talk about Christmas games, man. About your New York Knicks squeaking by the Cavaliers, huh?
How about the New York Knicks, bro? 9-1 their last 10.
Yeah, y'all came back from behind in this game, and y'all been streaking here. Y'all about to catch Detroit.
We're rolling, dude.
Mm-hmm.
And things are looking all right in New York, buddy. Things are looking okay.
Spurs and OKC.
Boy, were we wrong about that. I guess the Spurs just have that number somehow. I don't know.
They played them well, man. They match up well with them. Their length, their versatility, and it wasn't even women that killed them. It was their other guards like Dylan Harper and De'Aaron Fox and all the supporting cast there. So, and it seems to be funny because I sit here and laugh at it, and Wemby says nothing, but you sure do act like it's something between you and Chet. There's something there. I mean, you're probably not going to say it, but every time a man misses a free throw, you're doing this. Yes. I don't know what is it. Is it because he's like, this is it. Skinny versus skinny person thing? I don't know, man. Like
skinny guy stuff, bro.
Yeah, I was like, why y'all hate each other, man? This is crazy. I know they played back in like U17, like in the world. So I wanted that to probably just go back to that. But Chet does run his mouth low key. I heard he is a elite shit talker. So, elite. I just wonder if he says some stuff to Wemby, and Wemby like, oh, I remember that. So, Mavericks, Warriors, 126-116. Cooper Flat had a Christmas good debut. The Rockets smacked the Lakers. And then the Timberwolves and the Nuggets went to overtime. That was a fun game to watch. And then Nikola Jokic had 56 and 16. Yeah, a triple-double, dude. And then
he had a wild triple-double.
Yeah, wild. Yeah, crazy. And then Anthony Edwards ended up getting ejected at the end of the game. So, a lot of fireworks there.
Santa Claus on Christmas? Oh, man.
Yeah, Santa Claus, man. But unfortunately, Nikola Jokic did go down with a hyperextended injury knee against the Heat last night. And he's supposed to be out for
at least 4 weeks. Yeah, at least 4 weeks.
Yeah, at least 4 weeks. So glad he's okay. Glad it's not worse. But Denver's are now down 4 out of their 5 starters. That sucks, dude. I can tell you I've been there as a Magic fan dealing with injuries.
Yeah, you have.
But that sucks, man. That's a lot of firepower. And then Jamal Murray is going to be in that kind of like solo mode there. But let's look at the standings so far right now. So
speaking of, what's up with the Magic? When's Franz supposed to be back? How's he doing?
Franz is doing one-on-one drills. Jalen is also doing some drills.
Anthony Black's stealing his job. It don't matter what Jalen Suggs is doing.
Anthony Black is he deserves. I'm telling you, there should be at least a player of the week consideration. I don't know if he gets it. we're not winning some of these games without Anthony Black, dude. And this is where I've been critical of Anthony Black about his ball handling and about his decision making at times. He's been kind of like, as a young player would be, inconsistent, but he's getting to the rim. As I tell you, he goes to the rim to like dunk on people now, moving the ball very well, and so I'm very happy for him. I'm very happy for him, and there's been some tough discussions about if he keep playing like this, we do have to pay the man, and some of our guards become expendable. So, and he's actually healthy, and some of our guards has been not healthy. It's something that's on the back burner, but I'm pretty sure if we keep playing like this, it's gonna keep floating up to the top here. But we need guys who need to be healthy, because if you see this. At 1 minute, they can go on like a 2-game win streak, bounce back up to 3. So, like, they need to go ahead and figure this out here. And Orlando's supposed to be having the rest of the easy schedule. They lost a tough one to the Raptors the night before. They gave up a 21-point lead. That was very frustrating to watch. They couldn't make a bucket. But Paulo seemed to get his leg back up, and that's probably some of the best ball I've seen Paulo play in about almost a month. So hopefully that's the case. I know he's been a butt of, like, Twitter about his –
yeah, he's been some memes, man. I've seen some Paolo memes.
They call him peanut butter. I don't know. They just it's been his nickname. So, yeah, man. The West is a juggernaut as well. Like now, Denver, you just worry with Nikola Jokic injury. You look at Houston's on him, Lakers is on him, Minnesota's on him. So, we're looking at Jokic, who's probably one of the better. He's a events stats darling when it comes to his play. I mean, obviously you got eyes he can play, but the on and off numbers when he's off the court is crazy. So
yeah, that plus minus is different.
Yeah, so I'm just wondering.
Speaking of, like, did you see the game that Scotty Barnes had the other day against Golden State?
Incredible. Just 2020 triple-double. Dude was they rebound the ball very well. I saw that first and foremost just last night. So I know they don't have Jakob Poeltl. He's down injured. They actually signed Mo Bamba. Mo Bamba is on a 10-day contract with them.
I mean, I saw the other day, I think in that Golden State game, I think like they literally had Barnes playing center. Like they did. Like, they rebound the ball very well. Like all 5 positions.
And their defense too. Darko's got them playing like full court press. They'll press you. And you one of the guys that he played for Houston, University of Houston. And Houston, Kevin Sampson always run like a full court press. So it's that team defense is unreal. And I was like, man, they just got in a back-to-back. They got this much energy, dude. Like how this? But we just kept missing shots. That's Orlando blew that game. I don't want to sit here and blame the refs. They didn't call it. Nah, we was up 21 points, man. Like, nope, that ain't. Nah, that's give it to the Raptors. They came back and beat the crap.
Toronto's built a little bit of a squad, man. They kind of got a bunch of castaways on that team.
Yeah,
and a bunch of young guys play hard. I mean, I know Emmanuel quickly and RJ Barrett very, very well.
Yeah,
and obviously Brandon Ingram's a guy who's been around a little bit. He seems to have found his role.
Jamal Shead, that's his name.
Yep, Jamal Shead. Yep. Mm-hmm.
He's really good. So, So NBA.
I didn't realize it. I saw an article where it was like a 2020 whatever triple double, and I was like, Scotty Barnes. Jesus.
It was nuts.
Guys getting and that makes a lot of sense because I had a parlay where I needed Mamu Skilishvili to get like one more rebound. And I saw the stats, and I was like, "Well, fuck! If Scotty Barnes is getting all of them, there ain't fucking no room for this guy to get a rebound."
Oh man, yeah, Mama was just sniper, man. He makes threes. Yeah.
All right, good for them.
All right, and I just want to ask, shout out to the New Year's. What you want to have?
Shout out 2025, man. It was a good year for us. I know we had a lot of growth over this past year. We're making things happen, and just here's to a bigger 2026. Obviously, we're going to try to get more consistent. We're going to try to get more content out to you guys. Try to get more just fun engagement, I think, is the thing we got to work on. I think we just need to engage with y'all. So we're going to try to make ourselves a little more accessible, whether that be, recording in the afternoons or whatever we got to do, but we're going to figure it out, and we're going to make sure we get the stuff out to you guys, because we appreciate all the TikTok likes and comments and the views and all that stuff. And, we want to make sure we do right by y'all, because without y'all, we're just two guys talking shit.
Absolutely, man. And just the short time that we went into video and for us to have 100 plus subscribers, man, is the grind is paying off. So I appreciate you guys tuning in, and we're open to feedback. We're sitting there.
We had our Facebook taken down. We had so much cool stuff happen this year, bro. We were cooking, baby. We were cooking this year.
Cooking with oil, man. So no, it's been blessed, man. So I appreciate you guys tapping in and listening. 5 minutes, the whole episode. We appreciate you guys tapping in and tuning in to our clips. So, but yeah, so make sure y'all guys stay tuned to me and Paul the end of next year. And then you can get the podcast. You go to @BOC Podcast. It's on TikTok, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram. If you go to Facebook, just type in Balls Not Court Podcast there. You can follow me at @CP on Twitter. That's what we call nowadays. Mr. Mac, they should follow you at, sir.
Yeah, brother. I'm on X at @the_Paul_Mac, and I'm on Instagram at @thePaulMac520.
Absolutely. So where you got the content before, iTunes, Stitcher, Google, whatever you have, got the podcast before YouTube. Check us, give us a shout there. We still are on internet radio too, so just make sure you just check us out there as well too. But yeah, we'll just keep grinding. We'll keep working. We'll keep doing what we need to do. We're trying to just make sure we expand, make sure we grow this bad boy, get us on, like I said, working on. Did the YouTube, we're growing that. Ray@FM, it's the internet radio station that we're on. So we're constantly trying to move and trying to expand things. So we appreciate you guys tapping in, and we want to make sure wish you guys a happy new year. Be safe. Call a friend if you need to move around and locate. And people out here are crazy around the New Year's. We want to make sure that we step into 2026 the same way we came in 2025. So
that's
be
it.
blessed out there, all right? So, yeah. We'll do it, man. So speaking for Paul Mack, this is Cortez Paul. This is Balls Not Court Podcast. The WWE champion Paul Mack, I must forgot to say. Take care, ladies and gentlemen.